Hey guys, this is my first time ever doing like a YouTube video on anything, so I'm kind of new to it, so please bear with me. But just to introduce myself, my name is Taryn Queen. I have recently been seeing people do like YouTube videos on, their Ancestry DNA test results. And, at first I was trying to figure out how I could do it and how I wanted, to do it and stuff. Cause, I'm a big genetics nerd. Like I've really figured that out. And kind of the fact that I'm adopted, I've kind of wanted to kind of see where I really came from. All my life I was told that I was Jamaican and Indian. And, I always went by that. But surprisingly from these results, it's a totally different like whole totally different story, and it's amazing. I think that a lot of people should definitely look into where they come from and look into their DNA, because you could be told one thing and it totally be different than how you ever would expect it to be. So I'm going to talk about my ancestry DNA test results right now, and one of the reasons why I did it was because I have a big attraction to the Asian culture. And I mean, there's just something about it ever since I was really young. So I kind of want to figure out if I had any connection to Asia at all, if I had anything close to Asian in me. And, a lot of people, I've never really been asked about my ethnicity. I've never been asked, do I look like this? Do I look like that? Maybe there was this one time where somebody came up to me and they were like, are you high? And I said no. And they're like, because your eyes look really Asian, or really kind of not like super Asian, but they're just a little bit Asian like. And I'm not sure if that's true. I don't really see much. So, um, but looking at these results, I don't know if it's true or not. But let's get to it. So, as you can see here in my thing, I am African 80%. You got Nigeria 19%, Cameroon/Congo 19%, Mali 17%, Ivory Coast/Ghana 12%, Benin/Togo 8%, and Africa South Central Hunter Gatherers 4%. And then one of my trace regions for that would be Africa Southeastern Bantu, less than 1% or 1% or less, which I just go by 1% because that's what makes 80%. And one thing about it is, being just from Africa, I mean, we all come from Africa. I mean, so to me, I'm not gonna say I knew I was African. I can't really say that because since I've always told that I was, you know, Jamaican and Indian, that's what I stuck with. So it's pretty cool to know. And I looked up these people from Africa, and they're such beautiful people. Like I come from beautiful, beautiful people in Africa. It's just amazing. Next was Native American, which was less than 1% or 1% or less, or just 1%. Um, this surprised me a lot. Because Indian, I guess I kind of got it mixed up when I was younger, because with Native American, um, they're not Indian. They're not Indian at all. They were of Asian descent. They came straight from Mongolia, China, straight through the Bering Strait onto America, or Mesoamerica, or something like that. They were not a Indian at all, and the only reason why they were called Indians is because when Columbus thought he came and discovered America, when he didn't, he thought he had discovered India, and he didn't. So that's why he called them Indians. Um, so that's how they got their name, Indians. But they were of Asian descent. Many people can argue with it, and it doesn't stop them from being Native American, but they were of Asian descent, that their ancestors came from Asia, they came from Asia. So, that's, the truth. And it's amazing because I never knew I actually had that in me. And even if it's just a small amount, it's really cool. but that's the trace region, of course. Next was Great Britain, which was Europe. Great Britain was 13%. And in Great Britain, that encompasses like United Kingdom, Germany, France, Amsterdam, all those, Denmark, all those places, which is pretty cool. I actually never knew I was British, or I never knew I was from those places. Pretty cool. Big percentage. Next, trace regions is Ireland 4%, and then Scandinavia less than 1% or 1% or whatever. With Scandinavia, I was trying to look up these people and see what's going on with these people, and I can't find much information on them. But I'm still doing some research, but that's pretty cool. Vikings, I heard something about the Vikings was to dealing with them, which was pretty cool. So that's pretty cool, pretty awesome. And my last place is Pacific Islander, which is Melanesia, which is less than 1% or 1% or less, or 1%, which is, I just say 1%. And that was awesome. That was really cool too. That was pretty exotic, you know. Um, I expected it to be a bit higher. I didn't know I was Pacific Islander though, but I expected it to be a bit higher of my Islander, because a lot higher than that, because I was always told that, and I always went by that, and uh and even from starting 6th grade, I had a whole bunch of like Islander friends, and I consider them family, because they kind of brought me in my culture and I didn't even know about it. But they were Micronesian, but the same, still the same. So it's pretty cool, even though, I mean, Micronesian, I'm not gonna say it's the same, but so it's pretty cool. Even though my Chamorro mom from Micronesia, she said, "You're not Melanesian, you're Chamorro." So I'm just like, okay. But that's my Ancestry DNA test results. Going back to Native American, I always knew I kind of had some type of spiritual connection with Pocahontas, like, or some type of, every time I watched the movie, I always had the spiritual connection when I heard the beats and I heard the drums, and so it's just pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But those are my Ancestry DNA test results. Comment down, talk to me, whatever. Okay. Bye.